We had two of their lead people. We've had people sat outside their houses with cameras photographing them and their movements. And these people think they're invisible. They think that no one knows who they are or where they are. And they think that they can sit there and they can put people's addresses out and they can make threats to kill and murder and they can incite violence against anyone who has a different opinion without there being a repercussion. And I'm not talking about violent repercussions. I'm talking about exposés on who they are and what they're up to.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the Resistance.
All right, Tommy Robinson's on fire. He's with us at least another 30 minutes. Then we're going to have Rob do, Owen Schroyer, Jake Lloyd, our reporters, at the scene of the third bombing. 2 today, 1 a week ago in Austin, Texas. It looks like Antifa, anti-gentrification attacks. The reason I say that is they've said they're going to start attacking and bombing and shooting. They've already attacked old people, cat cafes, weird meth head white people leading usually mentally ill minorities. I'm not just saying that. It's usually like mentally ill minorities led by white people, communists. So, and I'm not like trying to virtue signal towards the minorities that are the majority now in most areas. It's communist white dirtbags leading it, okay? And that's what it is. And then they're funded by big foundations and drive around in Jaguars and Mercedes. And when we looked up some of these people, we infiltrated some of their meetings. We put some PIs on them. And they're all rich kids. So I thought they were just meth heads or something in their mom's basement. No, these are corporate people. Their parents make $1 million a year, $500,000 a year. One of them heads up Time Warner here in town. And then they're out there leading this crap. I mean, these are evil people. So, yeah, we've been following you to your houses and stuff. Start threatening our reporters and stuff. We've got at least 20 of the leadership of Antifa, where you live, what you're doing. We're not playing games, okay? And Tommy Robinson isn't playing games. So I'm going to make an announcement coming up in the next segment. This one's short. But, Tommy, other key tidbits about the Antifa attacking you, your female camera person, all of this stuff. You were talking about what happened when the cameras were knocked out of your hands. What more on the missing minutes?
So the missing minutes, and the reality is, since I went independent, so I went independent, and everyone who's been working with me have been working with me voluntarily because we didn't have funding, we didn't have support. So George, Kaylan, Lucy, and then we've been making do with not good equipment. So we weren't ready, and our equipment weren't great. We should have body cams, we should have cameras on the cars, but we didn't have because we're just starting to get organized now.
And don't get into too much details, but exactly, you don't even have money for solid state body cams. You guys have already infiltrated. We can't get into it, but then the system failed.
Yeah, system failed, yeah.
Keep going.
So we're hoping, basically, without saying too much, we want to help, or we want to do to Antifa what they've done to us. We want to make sure that everyone, exactly what you said, I'll be honest with you. We had two of their lead people. We've had people sat outside their houses with cameras photographing them and their movements. And these people think they're invisible. They think that no one knows who they are or where they are. And they think that they can sit there and they can put people's addresses out and they can make threats to kill and murder and they can incite violence against anyone who has a different opinion without there being a repercussion. And I'm not talking about violent repercussions. I'm talking about exposés on who they are and what they're up to.
Well, if I told Antifa in Austin, who has now been watching them on their own time, they would crap their britches. I mean, former intelligence heads of the most elite military units, you name it, are just tired of it. And I think, though, they're going to false flag their own people to blame us. So we don't want any violence against them. We're just going to catch them in crimes and make sure they go to prison.
Yeah, and that's what, to be honest, I'd sit confidently and say that those men that attacked us, they wouldn't have heard the end of it. So they will. And the thing is, they wear their masks, they hide their identity, and they think they're invisible. And at some point, those masks are going to get pulled down, and they're going to have cameras in their faces, and then we're going to see what the men they are.
Well, you're too strong, you're too dedicated, you're too focused, you're too manly. You got to worry about the government that's been hijacked by the globalists and Sadiq Khan, the city you live in. They're so arrogant, I think they're going to probably try to kill you. They don't understand I'll turn you into a martyr, but they just don't get it. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, what they've done is, so they let terrorists in. They know who these terrorists are. They watch them, they do nothing. They let them blow things up. They're all on the watch list. And then they use those crimes and those terrorist attacks to bring in new laws to take away more freedom. And then those laws that they bring in, they use against us. They put on us. They put on Lauren Southern. She's held under the Terrorism Act today, arrested under terrorist legislation and deported from our country. Meanwhile, bearded jihadis just stroll back.
That's right. Stay right there.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the Resistance.
It's the claim that the August protest was some sort of left-wing plot. Who, you might ask, would say something so offensive? An elected representative who's serving right now in the U.S. Congress.
And look at the background. George Soros is one of those people that actually helps, back these individuals. Who is he?
My understanding is that you went out with this protector of yours who swore that you were his adopted godson.
Yes.
Went out, in fact, and helped in the confiscation of property from the Jews.
That's right. Yes.
Was it difficult?
Not at all.
Do you think George Soros funded the neo-Nazis who marched in Charlottesville?
Wouldn't it be interesting to find out?
These conspiracy theories were first spread by radio talk show host Alex Jones.
Is this lost on anyone? George Soros is a famous Nazi collaborator.
From the front lines of the information war, it's Alex Jones.
The globalists are losing, but they're doubling down their attacks. There's one thing they fear, and it's people power. Infowars has defeated their censorship so far only because of you spreading the links, spreading the articles, subscribing, clicking the notification buttons, and getting the articles and videos out. But they are intensifying their censorship, so now it's more important than ever to ensure we keep the First Amendment alive and well right here in America and free speech worldwide. So from Australia to countries in Africa, to Europe, to Mexico, to right here in the USA, I salute you all for taking action and defending free speech. We will prevail. Over a year in the making, produced by one of the top organic firms in the country, that if you want proven studies and documentation, I can speak for hours just on the files I have here, of what this is proven to do, the ingredients in this. This is the ultimate immune system boost for this time of year, any time of the year. But Immune Wall is incredible. And folks, other formulas that aren't even as good are $70, $80. It's a great deal at $39. Immune Wall, beta-glucans, olive leaf, and so much more. It is concentrated. You need to go read what is in here. The mushroom blend of the most expensive, highest quality mushrooms that just incredibly accelerate. A citrus peel blend. I mean, this is the next level. It's now available, ladies and gentlemen, Immune Wall. I think it's beyond seasonal. Beta, glucan, olive leaf, and more. Immune Wall, InfoWarsStore.com, InfoWarsLife.com, or 888-253-3139.